we're here in Oak Ridge's Moraine Conservation Reserve Park, and we started planting trees on this land around us in 2009. Every year we plant about another acre of trees and shrubs to reforest this whole large area. So far we've done about 15 acres, and we've planted, I don't have the numbers, but probably about 20,000 trees over the years. Started in 2009, and we're still continuing today. So these plants right behind us, these tall that are about 40 feet high, that we planted those in 2010. The very first planting was across the road, and you can see the evergreens over there. They're getting up about 20 feet high now. Most of these areas where you see the trees when you look out, back when we started in 2009, were open farm fields with no trees in them at all. So we're very proud of how it's become.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm getting the seeds to grow them from down in Toronto, so that way we're moving them further north, up onto the higher ground here, because it's different climate in Toronto than in Richmond Hill. You guys probably know that if you work in the city. You know, you leave Richmond Hill, you're in a snowstorm, and you go south of Steeles Avenue, it's raining.
Yeah,
right? In the winter. That's
Yeah.
what happens. Because we are in a different climate zone here. We're on the edge of the Moraine, which is much higher ground. When we started this, it was Bill Harris and my best friend Michael White who started.
Yeah.
Did you guys all know Michael?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have a really nice picture of Michael standing right there next to the trees. And I took it about 2020. We walked through here in the pandemic that year and got a good look. I got a lot of shots of him standing here. There's even one, he's in there standing next to one of the trees that's like that big around now. And when we plant these, the cedars were about this big when we put them in. The aspens were about this big. So, and they're not only growing well, but they're reproducing. This is the aspens reproducing. They form colonies like saghorn sumac does. They spread out, the roots spread, and then they send up new tops. These are suckers that are coming from those trees over there. So they're starting to spread out and crawl across the landscape. And the gray dog, sometimes private nurseries, I grow some of them myself. I collect the seeds, and then we plant them out when they're big enough. These elms that are right here came from me, from seeds that I collected, and grew the seedlings, and then we planted them out.
The green tree?
Yeah, these green ones. Yeah. They're a pretty fast-growing species, but we planted those in 2011, because now we've gone from the 2010 area, we've just passed the edge of it, now we're at the 2011 area. Well, they are. You can see that there's a few of them that made it over there. But this, again, just like over there was absolutely nothing between us and the houses. It was absolutely bare soil. A couple weeks ago, there would have been more leaves on the trees, and you barely see the houses.
Oh, really?
So are these ones doing as well as the other ones, do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
It just looks like it's less thick.
Well, there are different species in each place, and the site preparation is different. When we started, we were using, the Conservation Authority was plowing the land for us with their tractor and their plow, but some years they used the really deep plow that goes about this deep. That was the first few years. That's what I wanted them to do. But a few years, I think, they used the shallow plow. And the deep plow allows the roots to get down deeper and more rain to soak in deeper. It's better for the trees. So the places where they did the deep plowing, we've got more robust growth than the places where they were shallow. I didn't always watch them, and I think some years they cut corners.
That's interesting.
They were trying to save a bit of money or make it go faster. Once I realized they were doing that, I started coming out when they were doing the plowing, and I stayed there for the whole day to make sure that they did.
Are these fir trees here? Did we plant those?
These are white pines.
Oh, those are white pines.
Same as the big ones across the road. And yeah, we planted them.
I'm just not used to seeing them that small, I guess.
Yep, that's them. And there's the poplars and cottonwoods, various species. They're really fast growing and tall. And in between them, they're harder to see. There's a lot of other shrubs and small oaks that I grew again in my backyard, like 6, 7, 8 feet tall.